Everything starts with one question. Who are you when you're at your best? Not who you think you should be. It's not the agent also in the course you bought. The version of you that feels natural. The way you actually communicate, sell, and connect. Because that is the foundation everything else gets built on. You know what? If you get this right, your strategy, your content, your branding, it all gets easier. But get this, if you get this wrong, you will fight with your own marketing forever. So here are the two questions behind your DNA. The framework comes down to two simple questions. First, how do you create? Are you driven more creativity? You like stories, you lean on with your emotions, with visuals or vibe? Or you're by analysis, data, logic, systems, or proof? Second, where do you get your energy? Is it from being out in front of the people that's extrovert energy, or from the depth focus behind the scenes? That's introvert energy. So there are two questions, four combinations, four DNA types. Let's walk you through all of them. Number one, or type 1, the creative introvert. If you're a creative introvert, meaning you lead with authenticity, you'd rather go deep with the right people than loud with everyone. Your marketing feels like you. You're honest, personal, story-driven. You build the kind of client loyalty that turns into referral for life. You don't need a megaphone. You need a permission to market in a way that feels true to you. And when you have it, people feel it. Type 2, the creative extrovert. You bring the energy. You think out loud. You connect fast. And the camera actually likes you. You like video, events, live conversation. That's where you come alive. You can grow an audience quickly because your personality is the magnet. Your risk isn't being seen. It's scattering. Your edge shows up when all the energy gets pointed in one clear direction. Type 3, the analytical introvert. If you're analytical introvert, meaning you're sharp, thoughtful, and deeply knowledgeable, and you'd rather let your work speak than to be the loudest voice in the room. Your authority is quiet, and it's powerful. You build trust by teaching, long-form content, breaking down the market, showing your expertise instead of shouting it. Long-form education, systems, and consistency, that's your lane. The right clients comes to you already convinced because you've done the explaining up front. Type 4, the analytical extrovert. This is Eric's type, my husband. And this is the very first proof that this framework works. Eric is a sharp and strategic, and he is at his absolute best with people. With people in the room, building relationships, leading the conversation. But for years, we have tried to market the way everyone said we should. Grinding out content alone behind the screen, chasing a lead at a time. It was exhausting, and it didn't land. The moment we leaned into that, he's actually great at networking, partnerships, and positioning himself as the strategic go-to. Everything changed. Clients and referral partners came to him because he was in the right rooms having the right conversations. If you're an analytical extrovert, you're the connector and the leader. You think in strategy and you build through relationships. Networking, partnerships, speaking, positioning yourself as the go-to, that's your home turf. You're built for high-ticket clients and for leading teams. Your growth doesn't come from posting more. It comes from rooms you're in the relationships you build. Here's the catch. You probably recognize yourself somewhere in there. Maybe you saw pieces of two types of you're not totally sure which one you are, right? That's completely normal. And it's exactly the point. Guessing your type gets you close. But close is what's been costing you. Close means you're still building on a foundation you're not sure of. The Agent Marketing DNA assessment tells you exactly which type you are. No guessing. And that's where Module 2 picks up. Once you know your type, what is your actual superpower?